Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on your time zone, and welcome to Moral Compass 101. It's my humble prayer that you have had a good week. Mine has been okay, and in the very words of the psalmist 91 and verses 4, God has covered me with his feathers, and I have found refuge under his wings. Last week, we commenced on a new topic, namely social capital, where I defined social capital as an objective resource that offers both subjective and objective benefits, having been derived from different mechanisms like social interpersonal networks, parent-child rapport, and the like. Having done our recap, I would please implore you to subscribe to Moral Compass 101 for corrective wisdom, knowledge, acquisition, and like and share to spread knowledge, comment for interactive objective. Thank you for doing that as we head to 100 subscribers, and I appreciate for your subscriptions. Today we'll carry on with social capital under the title of objective and subjective benefits of social capital. So, after nesting out from parental domain that was marked with years of dependency, embarking on a trajectory of self-determination and a life of independence necessitates a self-responsibility to not only effectuate the transferred intergenerational social capital, but to also establish your own social capital subjectively, or as you so wish. That having left your parental care, now you have a responsibility to decide who you associate with, who you form a social capital or interpersonal relationship circle with. While it's indisputable that children are objective beneficiaries of their parents' subjective social capital, since social capital starts from the formative years through the developmental years of dependency, and it's a dire need that must be passed on to children through their years of independence that are depicted by self-determination. As an objective resource, social capital offers both subjective and objective benefits. So, what are the objective benefits of social capital? These are external, measurable, quantifiable, and verifiable benefits. Anything objective must have what we call an objective reality. They include 1. Access to information and resources. Social networks facilitates effective and efficient exchange of information as a resource that enables individuals in that social group to learn about new and insightful opportunities. So this is a value adding platform. Your social capital is a value adding platform. Number 2, objective benefit of social capital, it offers help when need be. Your social networks can offer tangible help in times of dire need. A good example is getting a ride when your vehicle is down, a job recommendation from your social circle, sharing resources, and the like. And resources are not only money Time is a great resource also, you know. So when you come and pull your thoughts together, uh, that's a benefit of objective social capital. Number three is moral support and stability. A good social capital network will morally support you through words of encouragement, motivation, and mentorship. This occurrence will help to build resilience during your times of life challenges. That, people encouraging you, people mentoring you, within your social group or your social capital. It's another benefit. And the fourth benefit is economic opportunities. Social networks can connect you to different career advice and job referrals that can lead you to a fulfilling occupation or a job prospect. You know, there has to be a value addition in your social capital. And that social capital, you get and you give. So then let's come to subjective social capital benefits. These are internal psychological benefits that are based on personal preference and feelings. Unlike objective uh, benefits that are measurable, tangible, you know, subjective benefits is what you prefer. So anytime you formulate a social capital, you should also consider, your preference. Do these people share your thoughts? Do they share your ambitions or something like that? So one of the benefits of a subjective social capital is praise attachment. Uh, a viable social connection offers both psychological relief and a complete sense of belonging, and hence obliterates a feeling of isolation and loneliness. You know, if you form a social capital with people with different ambitions, you shall not fit in. So you shall not have a sense of belonging into that group. So it's incumbent upon you to formulate a social capital with a subjective idea in your mind, you know, or a subjective conceptualization that you shall fit in that group, and hence there shall be what we call praise attachment. Number two, subjective social capital builds a high sense of trust. It's indisputable that trust is the currency of any viable social network. Hence, genuine social interactions can foster an authentic sense of trust, making these social networks effective, efficient, substantive, and constructive social connections. I think that's more of a self-explanatory. You cannot relate to people where trust is with a trust deficit. So one of the things is that social capitals subjectively build trust with the people who you relate with. Number three, improved well-being. Viable and high-level social connections instigates a satisfactory sense of contentment, happiness, and a sense of great welfare in general. That's self-explanatory. And number four, subjective social capital offers emotional and social support. Social networks provides both emotional and solidarity, which are extremely critical to an individual's mental health and can act as a tool of solace during times of trials and tribulations. That psychologically you shall feel your emotions are at home when you fit in the group that you have chosen. It will give you emotional stability, which is critical for your psychological uh, upkeep or well-being. So, in closing, while it's indisputable that the people you choose to build social capital with will greatly influence your social capital benefits and your life in general, the most intriguing question you must ask yourself with honesty and sincerity is, how do my choice of social capital networks affect the benefits that have that I have always longed for. That how do my choice of social capital networks affect the benefit that I've always longed for? This question can only be answered to satisfaction through exploring the different types of social capital. This is what will mark our next topic, our next week's topic. So next week we shall be dealing with different types of social capital. Until then, please stay safe. Blessings and shalom.